like about pizza. So what brainstorming does for you, right, is think about all those ideas before you start writing, right?
Now you got me hungry.
Now I got you hungry because of the pizza thing. So why do you think that's a good idea? What is brainstorming going to help us with?
Brainstorming will help you to brainstorm if you have a word and then you have to you have to mind it the word.
Think about what you're doing first.
Think about what you're doing first, and then think about if the, you and then you say pizza, and then but they say, what do you like about pizza? And then they say.
So you think about more.
Yeah, so you think about more words, saying
So more details,
yeah,
right?
More details.
More information, more words, which gives you more things to write.
Or think or write.
Exactly. So here's an example. When you draw a picture, there's a lot of times you're in class and you got an assignment. Maybe it's art, maybe it's not. And your teacher says, you're going to draw a picture here, but I want you to do it in what first? Do you pick up markers right away and just start drawing?
Oh, pencil.
Why do you use pencil first?
Because when you draw on a marker and you mess up something,
can you erase it?
No. Yeah.
But if you ever
if you start,
you can erase it.
You can erase a crayon a little bit, but if you start with a pencil.
If you start with a pencil, pretend I was writing a sentence and then I made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I can erase it, but if I just grab a marker and wrote everything I messed up, I won't be able to erase it, and then it's just gonna stay there.
Right. So it's kind of like the same idea as if you ask me a question and I just go really fast. Is that going to help me to just go really fast?
No, you're going to make mistakes.
You're going to make mistakes, and that's the same reason why you would use a pencil, because if you make mistakes, you want to be able to correct them, right? So it's kind of like the same thing, right? Does that make sense?
I used a pen on my homework, and then I got everything right.
But if you were to get something wrong, you'd be like, oh no, now I have to cross it out or something. So it's kind of like the same reason we want to brainstorm before we write, right? So that we can come up with ideas. So, first we're going to brainstorm something together, and then you're going to do a little bit by yourself, okay? So the first thing that we're going to talk about is, who knows what that says?
Superheroes.
Superheroes. You like superheroes?
Well, I kind of like Superman.
You kind of like Superman. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about superheroes, okay? So I wrote down Captain America, but we don't have to do that. We can write superheroes. So let's say we're going to do superheroes and we pick Superman. And let's say we need to write about Superman, but we want to brainstorm first. What are some things we could brainstorm? Because we know a little bit about Superman already, because we've seen him in comic books and stuff. What would we... In movies. So what might be some things you could write about that we would brainstorm about Superman?
Superman got arrested, and when he was like this, he can easily take it off.
So maybe he's
strong.
So his strength, we could talk about his strength, right?
Yeah.
We could talk about his strength, and we could say he's really strong and has big muscles. You could say, Ilyas, you could give a story about a time when he was so strong that he busted out of the handcuffs.
Whoa.
Or maybe, doesn't he bust through walls sometimes to save people?
Yeah, he does.
Not every time.
Not every time, but that's something.
Yeah.
So what's another thing I could write about Superman if I'm brainstorming and describing things about Superman and why I like him? What could I write? What do we know about him that I could write about?
I don't really know about Superman.
Okay, well, you know he's strong. What else does he do?
Well,
He can
Superman
fly.
He can fly.
Well, Superman and Kid Dangerous, Captain, Boss, they're indestructible, and both of them, they could be the same.
So strength / maybe indestructible.
Yeah.
And you said, what did you say? Flying.
Yeah,
so you
flying.
said flying. So these are all things we are brainstorming, right? We're saying we could write about his strength. We could write stories about his strength. We could talk about how he's indestructible. We could talk about flying. And so this gives us ideas to write about, right? if we picked a different superhero, let's do it really quick, and let's say, give me another superhero. You said Superman, give me a different one. Just quick, just give me anyone. Doesn't matter.
Captain America.
Okay, I'm just gonna write Cap America.
Captain America.
Give me one thing we could write about Captain America.
He has like a powerful shield.
Okay, so shield. We could talk all about his powerful shield and things he does with the shield. We're gonna come right back to you. Yeah.
Was given by his dad, right?
His shield was?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, his dad gave them the shield.
so dad gave maybe powers or shield.
Yeah.
We don't really know the story exactly, but what's another thing that we could say?
Well, I have this like book, kind of like all like heroes, but all I know is like this doctor, like he joined the army and he.
So he was in the army.
Yeah, he was in the army.
Perfect.
I got one.
One more.
Captain America's brother's evil. Like he's with the villains.
Yeah.
So he's got an evil brother. Okay, so perfect. We've got shield. Dad gave powers and dad gave the shield. He was in the army, evil brother. Do we have a lot to write about now?
Yeah.
Because we brainstormed lots of ideas, right? Okay. So now we're going to do a little activity where you guys are going to work on brainstorming yourselves, okay?
I thought I was gonna do my geo.
What are you?
How that's going to work, I know we're going to work on your writing geo later, I promise, okay? And we'll get it done. I'll talk to Miss
Why is
Swayden.
there hands and then...
Well, I'm going to show you, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'll move this so you can see a little bit. First one, we'll start with, let's see. I got magnets right here. What's the first one? What's that say?
Love.
Love, and it's a picture of a
Heart.
Next one. We've got
Question mark.
Feeling.
question mark. What's that say?
Like when you have a question.
Want to know.
But what does it say up top?
Oh, want to know.
Want to know, okay? Let's see, what's the next one is I.
About yourself.
And it says about yourself. We're going to use all those magnets. Okay. What's this one say?
Family.
Family. And this one says?
I can't see.
Feelings.
You see it now?
Feeling.
Feelings. Okay. You each are getting a little packet. And each...
So we're going to write it down.
Exactly. So what I want you to do... So what do you think you're writing on the first one?
Love.
No, hold on. Do you think you're going to write love, or do you think you're going to brainstorm and write things
That are like
that you...
love.
Exactly. So you could write mom, basketball, whatever you love, right? When you go to the next, you're going to brainstorm and you're going to write things that you
Want to know.
want to know. You could say, I want to know more about alligators. So you could write alligators.
Alligators.
The next page is I. What are you going to write there?
About yourself.
So you can, if Evan thinks he's fast at running and he's really strong, he's going to write those things. What are you going to write in the next one?
Family.
Who is in your family? And the
About
last one you're going to write
Like siblings.
Yep.
Or you can write the...
your aunt or
siblings'
uncle
name.
or grandfather, whatever. And the last one is feelings, okay? You got 5 minutes. You don't need a lot. The first one, I would like 2 on each page if you can. Do you think you can do that? So for page 1, 2 things you love.
Can I do 3?
You could totally do 3.
Or more.
Absolutely. And you can write anywhere on the page.
Okay.
And it doesn't need to be full sentences. We are just doing things we love.